There we go. There we go. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is I think part 5 of how to make an eagle. A foam eagle. And that glitter. Okay. Not drawn up. So we left off with the body. And how about we make this like a how about we stop this again? There we go. How about we start this again? So, this is gonna be how about an inch? So 7 inches total. Okay. Okay. This is an extra piece. Okay. Two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, boy. There we go. Okay. 7 dashes. Okay, 8.5 inches. So, how about we do this? And I'm going to try to finish this today. I'm going to try to finish this, boy. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, two. There we go. Right there. Okay, boy. There we go. Now we just fill in the gap now. So The reason why I'm going skinnier is because this has more sides to it. Okay, boy? Okay. So 3. I cannot believe it's taking me this long. Oh yes I can, because I haven't done this in a while. Okay? Okay. Okay. 4, 5, 6. There we go. Seven. There we go. There we go, boy. Okay. So this part is gonna be where the wings go. And let's cut this out now. Which I will need to stand up for this. And foam is gonna go everywhere. Okay, one cut. Cut number 1. Okay. And let's turn it like this. And we can take that off later. Because I'm not doing it right now. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I don't need this anymore. Right now. I don't need this for now. Okay. 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 Know what I'm talking about? Okay. Okay, those are nice clean cuts. Cleanest cuts I ever did make. No, didn't make. Okay. Now for this, you only cut halfway into the foam. Okay. Okay. And I forgot the tape again. I'm not cutting all the way. Can someone tell me how this is satisfying? Like, can someone tell me that? Because I have no idea how that's satisfying to some people. Tell me in the comments. Okay. Okay. I think we might need the tape. Yeah, we will need the tape. So I'll get once we need it. Awesome. So I'll get the tape now. I'll be back. Okay. Here's the tape. So what we do now, okay, is we first get a shorter piece than that. Like that. Then still shorter. Let's just use the scissors. Okay. Okay. we do that. Kind of like I did with that. With this. And the reason why I say kind of is because I'm using more sides. So yay, man. Okay. If you had to name your bald eagle pet when you have one, if you had to name your bald eagle, I know you don't have one, a name, what would you call it? No, I would probably call mine Javelin. Javelin. Stupid. Yeah, that's what I would call it. It's Javelin. Javelin. But yeah, what would you call your eagle? Whether it was a pet or not. Whether if it's a pet or not. No. Okay, I have a better idea. My idea that's better is we do this. And we do that. And then we do this. Uh-huh. Oh, nice. Okay. Boy. Okay. This might be like close to an hour and 45 minutes. So just a warning. Because I'm gonna try to finish this today, boy. Okay. Awesome. awesome board. Okay. That's an awesome board. In fact, let's do that. Yeah. Let's take this off. There we go. And let's put it right there. Okay, so we can use that. Okay, so we can use this to trace the bottom of this. And that's a nice circle. Three, 4, 5. I think I moved it. Okay, let's try that again. Because I moved it. Or let's hot glue it onto here. If we can. What do I mean if I can? But boom, boy, no? Okay, this is gonna be better, okay? Let's keep this over there. Okay, now we can cut around this. And this might take 10 minutes. But hopefully not. Oh, it's raining. Or is that hail? That's hail. Like, look. I don't know if you can see, but that's hail. What's it hailing in April? Alright, boy. My dog's down here. That's great. Okay. 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 Not sure I'm saying that or not. But, There we go. Yeah. Okay. Now it looks like this. And what can we use for the back side? Okay, this. We can use this. I cannot believe I missed that. Okay, that was embarrassing. Okay, we can use this for something. We can use that for the tail. Or something. I don't know why my hands shake a lot. But there we go. Now we wait for that to dry. Okay, boy. Okay. Okay, now we do this now. Again. This is the faster way of doing this. Okay. Okay. There we go. So. Okay, now we have this. I know it looks like just a tube right now, but I promise it will all make sense once I put on the rings. I promise. Okay, now let's work on the head. Or should we work on the body? I mean, tail. Back to the computer. Back to the computer. You know? Hello, Milan. That's Milan. Hello, Milan. Okay. Come on. That's interesting. Looks like the head just comes out of the body. Like, there's not much space. Not sure if that makes sense or not, so let me try to explain it differently. And I'm sorry if you cannot see that well. There's my dog. There's my dog. Okay. Okay. How long is this now? Now over 2.5 inches. Okay. My cat just went upstairs. Should we work on the feet now? Let's work on the feet. Let's save the hand for last. Okay? Okay. So, to make the feet, we have to kind of put this at an angle, like that. And we can use this. And let's get a photo of the eagle sitting. Actually, I'm just going to make the measurement That was now. I'm sorry. Okay, how about that angle? So, to make the angle of the head, we kind of have to place this at an angle, and then just draw it normal. If that makes sense. I'm not sure if that makes sense or not. You'll see what I'm gonna do. Okay, you'll see. Yeah, okay. So, and that's good enough. Okay. So, that's the body, the head. So, to make the feet, okay, and we can use all of this. I mean, we can make the head, the palm, the other part of the body, and everything else on here. Okay. So, to make the feet, we kind of have to put this at an angle. Let's not do it right there. Man, I'm drumming stuff all over the place today, you know? How big are the feet? I should have looked that up. Okay, so it looks like the feet are kind of in the middle of the body. It looks like they're small. No one has ever said that sentence before. No one has ever said that sentence before. Man, eagles really don't have that big of legs, huh? Okay. So, looks like it comes... something like this. I'll show you when I'm done drawing this. Is that too... yeah, that's too small. Okay, how about we make... since this is 8.5 inches, let's go 3.5. I'm just learning out numbers right now. And that's basically 3.5. Okay, how about just 4 inches? Let's go almost half. So, 4 inches. about just 3.5 inches? Yeah, let's go 3.5. I'm not doing 4. Because that's too big, bro. Okay, that's too big. Okay, let's make this into a triangle, basically. A real triangle, okay? Okay. Again, like I said, I'll show you when I'm done making this. Okay? Okay. And it looks like the feet are kind of like on the edge. This doesn't make sense. Okay, that's kind of like the main shape. So that's kind of like the main shape. That's kind of like the main shape. Just that. So how about we cut this out. And kind of make this into a box. And my knife's on the floor. Okay. I should get a smaller ruler. And let's stand up for this. So don't make any mistakes while we're doing this. When we're doing this, okay? Looks like 2 there. Okay, how about we turn this over? Like so. Okay, boy. Okay. Okay, boys. Now, let's move that like that. There we go. I hope this is not a bad angle. But there we go. Okay, let's do this. Let's not do anything yet. There we go. And that did not go through most of the way. So let's make sure it does that. Okay. There we go. Awesome. Okay. So, looks like this is all we need for the feed. So, how about we trace around this like 3 more times. But on the edge, like money signs. Okay? Okay. Okay, no, well. No, it's so well, you know? You probably didn't notice. I'm sorry if your favorite YouTubers do this. But isn't it interesting how most most YouTubers that have like 500,000 subscribers or more don't edit their own videos, but they're popular still. Like, I'm sorry if your favorite YouTubers do that, but that's true. But it's interesting. It's like, what's the point of making videos if your favorite YouTubers don't edit them? They always have someone else editing them. I'm not trying to start an argument on that either. I'm just putting it out there. But there we go. That is cleaner. Much cleaner. So how about we do, how about we trace around this again. Okay, here we go. I mean, Sam doesn't edit his own videos. I don't think Do Perfect edits their own videos. I don't think Popular MMOs edits their own videos. Or maybe they do. Sam Tabor doesn't. Okay. There we go. That's much cleaner. So when doubt, always cut these. No idea what I'm saying, but no. But yeah. It's gonna go like that. It's gonna go like that. And the feet are gonna be made of that. Hi there, okay? The feet and legs, I mean the legs are gonna be made of this. Are gonna be from this. And they're short as heck. So, let's make it like that. So, let's get that. Let's cut this. And let's do this. There we go. Okay, that's all we needed. That's all we need of that. And yeah. I hope this stands up. I really hope this stands up. Because if this doesn't, I'm gonna be mad. Okay. Looks like a gun. This really does looks like a gun. Okay. I'm sorry for doing that. I would like to apologize with all my heart. Okay. Okay. This is just for like stability. And how we get an angle of something is by tracing it on the shape. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that was much easier than I thought. No, it's so much easier than I thought. And it goes that way. So let's trace this again. Okay, now I can still see. We don't need that. And this should be around, and it's around the same size. Awesome pants. Okay. Okay. Let's glue this on, and hopefully this fits. No? Okay. Let's do it. Okay, moment of truth now, as everyone says. So, let's cut it, boy. Okay, where do I want the legs to go? No, one there. These might be close together, like very close together, now that I'm looking at it. But it's all fun and games, man. It's really all fun and games. What does that mean? What does all fun and games mean? I don't know, but it's all fun and games. And it's gluing on like that. Okay, is that at the same angle? And the answer is... no. Oh, no. Now the answer is yes. I hope. Does it matter if it's crooked? Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, cool, man. Yay! Never when hot glue gets on my ring. Nice. It's off now. Okay. This might be the stupidest bird leg design of all time, but that works. Okay. Okay, let's glue this on to here. Oh, that's not too close. And I glued that on the wrong side. But that's fine. Because we can freaking glue it. Okay? Okay, man. shaky hands. There we go. Okay. Is that too... How did I cut this? Okay. Let's use the other one. Okay, let's use this one. That is like that. Okay. Oh, that works. Yeah, that works. Okay. In fact, we can just lay it on here. Then we can just glue this on. Yeah. Now, this might not lay entirely flat. And I'm just not realizing. There we go. Making the feet, everyone. You see how simple this is? It's really simple. It's really simple. Wee. Like pee, no? Wee. Do people still say wee for pee these days? Never thought I would ask that question. I never thought I would ask that question. And I'm sorry for asking that question. Okay. Okay, now we can glue this on. And they have to be like that. There we go. It's gonna be like this. The head, the wings, the feet, and the tail. The tail. Okay, this is looking good, boy. Okay, let's glue this on. I know that looks kind of dumb. Now that I'm looking at it, what did I say? Now that I'm looking at it, but I promise you this will all make dang sense. Okay? You might need to tape that, though. Dang sense. Okay. And now let's glue this on. Right now. Like that. There we go. Okay. Now are we going to make the feet? There's a lot of questions that you have to ask yourself. When you're making models like this. But to put this into perspective and in relation to the wings, it's gonna be like that. You see how it works now? Oh! Since we have this, we could probably make the feet out of this. And I think I'm just gonna cut triangles. I know that will look pretty dumb, but that's the only way I can think of making this. So, to make the feet, okay, we have to cut triangles. I totally know what I'm doing. Okay. So, how about we make, how long, how wide is an inch compared to this? Oh! Well, look at that, we can make an inch. Yeah, let's only do this an inch. I mean, let's only make this an inch wide. So an inch right there. And an inch right here. And we can use this for the straight edge. Okay. I know there's... I promise there's a line. Right there. There's a line right there. You can only see it in the light. Okay. So, like I said, I know this will look dumb by just having triangles as feet. But I don't have any better ideas. Okay, there's one foot. This looks so dumb. This looks so dumb. Okay. I really hope this stands up, you know. Or, let's just cut this in half. And just leave it as that. Let's do it. Let's have. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. Now, the feet. Mine there. That's the first foot. That's the first foot. And let's just glue it right there. There we go. And there we go. I might have to save. Actually, let's just finish this. So, don't need that anymore. There we go. One. Oops. Don't move it. There we go. Oh, it's happening again. There we go. There, that looks better now. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now, for the tail. Should have made that first before we put the feet on. Okay, so let's just carry on. Let's make the head. Let's do that. Let's make the head. And we might have to put some weight on the feet to make it sit. Just putting so this is what we got so far. And it does stand. I repeat, this does stand. So we might be onto a good. No. Okay, for the head, on the other hand, we have to turn this over. Turn this around. And I'm just gonna sketch out the head. There's a lot of foam on the floor. Okay. Yeah, let's just sketch up the head. So, how we do that is I start at the bottom of the head, then go around the top. Like this. Okay, how long do we want the head to be though? How long until Okay. Okay. You guys kind of look mysterious, huh? So, how we're gonna do that? Okay. And I'll show you when I'm done, of course. Okay. So, okay. So, looks like it's like that. Okay, I know that looks kind of bad because of the extra line, like the extra curved line, but that's pretty much the head. I know, again, I know it's kind of bad because that line, but that's pretty much the head. So, let's cut this out and glue it on to the body. And how are we going to make it nice and thick? To match the size of the body is by the tin foil. And okay. Yeah, let's cut this out. And let's just cut this by using the knife. There we go. There we go. In fact, let's just cut a square around this. So it's easier to cut out. Nice. Like that. And then we just cut this out. Okay, now we go from this side. And now we can do this. There you go. And that's the head cut out. Let's have it more at an angle though. So, like that. Like that. It's gonna be like that. Okay. So, let's do this. Oh, that looks so good like that, man. That looks so dang good. It's crazy how good I am at this. How about we don't cut just yet, okay? How about we wait for it to dry? Okay. I think I'm going to end the video now. So, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And I will I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you want to see more content like this, then hit the bell to never miss an upload. Click the subscribe button and also like the video while you're at it. And yeah, I hope you guys did that. I hope I'm gonna cut this off. Okay, there we go. Alright, yeah. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you want to see more, wow, it's really snowing up there. I mean, look at this. Look at that. It's really snowing up there. That's snow. Wow. It's snowing in April? But yeah, I love you guys so much. And I cannot believe it's snowing in April. Like, that's crazy. You know? But yeah, I love you guys so much. And I will see you later. Bye.